guys, so I finally got round to filming this video. I know I've promised that I'd do it for a really long time, but I'm just going to show you some of the things which I keep on my shelves. Now these are kind of sort of like oddity shelves, but they sort of just contain things which are really special to me and things which I find really, really interesting. Now before I go into this, I would like to just tell you that everything that I'm going to show you here, it was ethically sourced. I do have a lot of bones and kind of taxidermy pieces. None of these animals were like killed for their bones or harmed or anything. They were all died of natural causes. I do take extra care before buying taxidermy pieces or even sort of creating my own pieces, just to ensure that no animals were actually harmed. I just kind of collect bones and skulls and things because I just think they're so beautiful, and sometimes it's very important to remember how beautiful nature is and the things that we kind of take for granted because we don't really see skulls and bones when they're living animals. I'm sorry if this is a bit shaky, but I'm had to take my camera off my tripod. So straight up I have a old car mirror which I found in a scrap heap, a inflatable bat, and this is a Halloween card which was made for me by the Midnight Crafter, and then some kind of like strange novelty things. I also have a Living Dead doll and a picture that was painted for me. So moving on to the proper shelves, I have this Living Dead doll. As you can see, she looks a little bit wild. It's because I had her down off the shelf the other day. This is a little thing I got from Mevagizzy. It's one of my favourite places in England. Also, fun fact, I absolutely love seagulls, so you do kind of see seagulls popping up around. I just really love seagulls. Back there is my prized possession. These are developer plates. They are from the Victorian Edwardian times. I have actually developed all these pictures myself in the darkroom. It is one of my favourite things and passions in life, is developing film photography and old film plates and old negative plates into pictures, but it's not that common within our society now, so those are just my prized possession. That's why they're right at the top of my shelf. Then I kind of move on to crystals. I do have a lot. I don't use them all. Some of them are more kind of display things. Some of them I do actually use. This one is my favourite Amethyst Point. I think I've showed it in a video before because to me it looks like it has a face on the front, and when I saw a picture of it, I did actually get it offline. I was just so drawn to it and I just had to have it. This is actually a necklace which I bought from Enclosed Earth. I did also feature this in a video, but I do actually prefer it just as a kind of display piece rather than a necklace. As you can see, I do have a lot of different crystals, which I'm not going to go into all of them because it would take me 100 years to do. These are some coasters which I got from HomeSense this year, and I've just left them there because I want to keep them safe when I actually have a house. Back here I have my Coffin Keyring that I got from Spooky Box Club, my favourite salt and pepper shakers. You'll see that I have quite a few different salt and pepper shakers because I do collect them. I also have this glass lizard here because I do collect lizards, and some more little crystals and things. I do have this sticker which I absolutely love, but I can't commit to where to stick it yet because I just think it is so pretty. I have some like larger amethyst pieces behind there, a weird little ghost I made, and a wand that you can't really see anyway because it's right at the back. I have Tiger Eye because Tiger Eye is really, really special to me. I've got amethyst in a lot of different forms, and this is one of the more creative ones. These all actually look like skulls, so when you hold them up in different angles you can see that they've been carved into a skull. Right behind them there is actually a bird skull and a jaw. Moving on, this is a piece that I created myself. It is a toadstool with a little bat hanging from it and some little grass around it. It's because I do love really enchanted stuff, and of course I love spooky stuff too, so I thought this was kind of like a perfect combination. I have got this little figurine. I can't remember what he's called, like a fright. I can't remember exactly what he's called because I got him so long ago. No, it doesn't say, but I just thought he was so cute. And then I have a little ghosty there, another crystal, and also this like fish. This fish, it was from the first time we went fishing. We fish in a very animal friendly way. We ensure that no fishes are hurt, and we don't actually like properly take them out of the water. We just have a quick look at them and then put them back in so they can continue with their life. I think my tripod's probably tall enough now so that I can just show you without having my shaky hand. So hanging underneath the shelf, I just have a piece of lace and it's got all these little wine charms coming off. I just really like them. There's like a little hat and some black hats and they're all quite Halloweeny. I also have some mouse jaw earrings which I keep there because I'm really worried about breaking them, so I feel like that's the safest place. I also have my bat hung here from the Midnight Crafter. He's literally like one of my favourite things, and he just I feel like he completely goes with these shelves. Like, he was just perfect when I got him. At the back you can see a little ticket that says your order number 56. 56 is my favourite number, and I actually have that ticket, like that exact ticket, tattooed on the back of my leg. And then I was also given this by a friend, which I absolutely love it. Behind there, not that you can see him too well, is a little picture of my old cat, who I miss very dearly. On the shelf itself, I have a picture of my boyfriend. I have this brass cat, which I found in a charity shop and just loved. This is my little fairy sitting area. It has two little chairs and a little mushroom for them to sit under. And I've just got two little pendants sat on there. Again, I have some more salt and pepper shakers. And along with my fairy garden, there's a little fairy wheelbarrow. I also have this pentacle coin, which I just keep there just to keep it safe. This little black cat, which I've had forever. I don't even know where I got that from. Again, I've got some more skulls. Now, these are kind of like either ravens or crows or magpies mainly, but there's a few different ones, and a few kind of like fossil pieces. In the back I have a hammer bead bat. Like, who remembers hammer beads? They're still like my favourite thing to do. A tiny little treasure case, and inside I have my grumpy toadstool, and there's a little crystal in there which is really special because that's one that my sister has the other half of it. Around the back I have my different pixies. Now, you can tell if a pixie is a boy or a girl by looking at their hat. So if their hat is pointy, it's a boy, and if it's curly, it's a girl. This one is my boyfriend's. It's fishing. As you can see, he likes fishing. This one is me. I studied photography and I do a lot of photography based things, and this one is my niece Poppy because I thought it kind of looked like a baby pixie. And then right at the back I have a hairpiece made out of amethyst, which I only wear on special occasions. That's why it's here. Now, I'm just going to go back to the pixies. I actually got this from the Gnome Reserve when I went on holiday a few years ago now, and I absolutely loved it. These were handmade while we were there, and I was so careful all the way home, and just as I got home I broke them and they all kind of smashed in different places, but we were able to glue them back together. So as you can see, it's not too obvious, hopefully, where they broke. Now you're going to go into a sea of amethyst. Don't say I didn't warn you. This is a little bat skull necklace, which I have actually featured in a video before. I have like strange little things sat in between my crystals because I don't know why, I just like breaking them up with little things that are special to me. So I've got my black cat, this little black button cat, which I haven't decided where to put that yet, and various different amethysts in different forms. Now, this piece of amethyst here is my absolute favourite piece. It was the first one that I ever got, and I hold it very dear to my heart, so that's why that one's right at the front. And this is again another tiger eye little bat, which I just keep on there because he's sitting on my favourite piece of amethyst. Right in the middle there is another little mushroom toadstool sort of thing, but this one has a bit of quartz coming out of it, which I love that. Someone made it for me and I just love it so much. Again, I have more amethyst, as you can see, a little bit obsessed. This one here, I'm going to see if I can get a better shot of it. This one is my favourite piece. It has 4 main points to it, and I just think it's so pretty. It's just so unique, and I love the colour of it. Sitting behind it, you can probably see a horseshoe. Found this horseshoe during one of my walks. I was actually filming it at the time. I believe it was my goth tag. But basically I went for a country walk and I found that in the forest and I was just really excited. So it's always been special, so I've just kind of kept it with all my special things. Right at the back I've got my Lego bat. If anyone's interested in seeing me make a Lego bat, I did also film that video. As we go over, you come to my Toadstool collection. I absolutely love toadstools. This is my most recent one. I got this in one of my Halloween boxes from one of my really, really dear friends. And then I've got these more detailed ones and one that was made for me, and ones that I found in a charity shop. I just kind of get them from everywhere. And a little Halloween straw. And here is another little amethyst creation, but this one is a little lizard. So, of course, I love lizards, as you all know. Got to say, underneath all of these I have little Spiderweb Doilies, and these were from a Spooky Box Club, but I did actually buy them off Depop because I wasn't subscribed to Spooky Box Club at the time. So down to my next shelf, this is just a card. I can see this when I'm in bed because my bed is like to the right of these. It's just a black cat with little daisies. This was actually given to me by a disabled girl who I worked with for a year last year. So I find it quite special. Back here I have my Book of Shadows, which is just kind of tucked out of the way, put with all my special things because it's very special to me. I have my fairy houses here, which are made out of gourds. You'll probably also notice there's a lot of like necklaces hanging off. Now these are because they are mainly necklaces from Jawline Jewelry, and they are slightly more fragile than my average necklace, so I just kind of keep them here. I feel like they sort of fit in with the theme as well. So down here I have some more little skull pieces from different types of bird, and I absolutely love this crystal. Now I can't remember exactly what I call, but I think it's called fairy dust or fairy balls or something. I just think it's so magical. I haven't actually used it for anything other than display purposes, but it just has a really interesting energy to it. Again, you can just see my fairy house in a bit more detail, and you'll also probably notice a few little glimpses of my like leaves that I add to everything. I have some more like crystals, and again more amethyst because I am absolutely obsessed with amethyst. It's my favourite. And I've got this cute little troll that my mum actually got me when she went on holiday recently. I don't know why I love her so much, but I just think she's so cute, and of course she has little toadstools around the bottom of her as well, so I just thought she'd fit in quite nicely with my display. I have to admit my shelves get more messy as they go down. Again, I have another hammer bead thing. This is a pumpkin, as you can see. Some more various different pieces. I have my favourite hair clip from Restart, and behind here I've got different herbs and sage and things like that, but I just kind of keep them safely tucked away back there. Again, I have another picture of my cat, another toadstool, another one of these coasters that I'm just keeping safe, and I believe that may be a fox skull, don't quote me on it. Underneath, I don't know how well you can see, but I have possibly the biggest piece of amethyst I have ever owned in my life. I'm just going to try and move some of these bits away so you can see it. It starts here and it goes all the way under this horn and it ends up like down there. It is massive. It's my favourite piece ever. Unfortunately, I haven't really had much time since I got it to do much with it, so again, it's just kind of becoming a thing to lean stuff on, but one day I am going to get around to actually using it because again it has such an amazing energy and feel to it. I have this cheeky little ghost here. I like to kind of break stuff up with like funner things, so I have a cheeky ghost. And then these are actually fake skulls. I do have quite a few like little fake skulls. So this one is a cat skull and this one is a kitten skull. I've seen so many people selling domestic cat skulls and I don't know why, it just freaks me out a bit, which sounds so stupid because I have so many other skulls. But I love like artificial skulls of cats because I'm not sure why. Again, this is another raw piece of amethyst which I really like, and I don't know how you can see, but I have got quite a few different crystal skulls down here along with pumpkins obviously. So I've got this crystal skull which I believe is just like a clear quartz. Again, I have another one here. I absolutely love these pieces. They're definitely more display pieces for me. Here I've got a butterfly taxidermy piece on some flowers, which are also real flowers. This, again, I got this from a car boot sale, but I did check and it is all ethically sourced. Again, I have another little cobweb thing down there, not that you can really see it. And then moving on, more bats. So I have this large ram skull, and you can kind of see the size comparison with the tiny little bird skulls underneath. Again, this is another one of my favourite crystals. I love it so much. I just think it's so beautiful, but that just lives under there. I have to admit, this bit is a bit of a mess. So I've got a bat here, a little sort of toadstool house hiding back here because I made this, but I was really not happy with it. I wasn't happy with the way it turned out, but I couldn't bring myself to throw it away after spending so much time, so I just leave it hidden there. This is actually snakeskin. I just love animals and I find them so gorgeous, and it's just, there's so many things in nature that we really easily just go past, and I think one thing is shedding skin. I find it so interesting, just kind of getting just kind of almost shrugging off your old skin and starting anew. I just think it's so cool. This is a piece that I actually made, but I never got around to doing anything with. Let's see if I can take it out without breaking anything. As you can see, I haven't finished it, but one day I'll find the motivation to paint it. But it is Jack the Pumpkin King from obviously our favourite Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I'm really pleased with the way he came out, but I made it at a very strange time in my life and I just never really got round to finishing it. But it does have a bit of extra stick at the bottom, so one day I will stick this in a plant pot, but for now it lives behind my fish. And then hiding literally right behind my fish is a comic. This is like an original print of the Little Shop of Horrors comic. It was actually a super rare one as well, because their first ones that they printed, they actually did like a double page on the inside. So that's how you can tell if they are like the real authentic first copy, and that is one. So that's why it's on my special shelf, because it's very special to me, and it is one of my favourite films. Now I'm going to try and put Jack back. I also have this sticker here which I got from one of my Halloween sort boxes because I love it so much, and I just thought I'm going to put it with all the things that are so special to me. So back there I have Peacock Feathers, but they're sort of just leaned up against the side. I've got another fairy house here. This one is actually a candle holder, but I just leave it as a fairy house. I've got a picture of my dragon there, different crystals and things again, some more kind of resin taxidermy pieces, and then this is kind of where, if any of you saw my Halloween sock box, you would have seen this. These are some of the gourds which I were given. I was given so many of them, but I've put the majority of them here just with my little pumpkin garden that's growing, and surrounded it by, of course, some more amethyst and some different little crystals and things. I've also got some other bits behind here. So in this box here, which my sister made for me, I keep my tarot cards. It's just a really important deck for me, so I just keep them nice and safe there. I have some more kind of, these are sort of skull pieces which were painted for me. In this box, it's a beautiful box. I love it so much. I actually keep, this may gross some people, but I keep my dragon's skin in there, like when he sheds. I like to keep it because you can see how much he's grown. Weird and creepy as that sounds, but I just think it's important to keep a record of his growth and his development in life. So under here, I've still got some more like different bones. I always think this would make a good necklace. That's why I've kind of kept it. So I've got some more kind of crystals behind here, and then sat on top of this was this like fairy cave that I got from the Museum of Witchcraft and Magic, which I'm still yet to crack open. In the back I have some strange cards from when I was younger, so just ignore those. I have a peacock feather here. This bowl behind here, it's got witches and things on it. It's full of bones, but it's also got some skull teaspoons in there, which I am just keeping safe for when I move out. These are the wooden mushroom toadstools, which I had made for me recently at the autumn show. I have done a video on that, and I'm really glad this one kept its colour, because I was slightly worried that it was going to change colour, but it stayed that colour, and I just think it's so gorgeous. I love them so much. And this one actually has my nickname burnt into it. Going along, I have my prized possession. This is my Jack cookie jar. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but he does have a nice old crack right down there. I got him through the post, paid an arm and a leg off of eBay for him, and he came cracked in the post, which was fantastic. But my dad, a miracle worker, was able to fix him, stick him together, and you can hardly even tell, but he is my absolute prized possession. I also have my little green man incense holder. I've just left him here because I haven't got around to actually burning any incense yet, so just left him here for now so that he can chill out. Sneak preview of my Christmas tree that of course looks extremely Christmassy with all those bats and pumpkins on it. But yeah, that's for another video. My bottom shelf is probably the most disorganised thing you've ever seen in your life. At the back I just have a pile of pictures that have no space. I have a creepy looking cat project which I haven't quite finished yet. This really cool pumpkin, I got that a few years ago from Garden Centre. A little witchy bottle. This here is actually something that fell off my car when I was driving, and it caused my whole exhaust to fall off, and it was a very crazy day. So I've kind of just kept it as a reminder that things can go incredibly wrong, but they can be fixed just as easily. These are some cool little candle holders, which I usually keep these things a bit like cosmetic stuff in, like why do I always forget this word, like earbuds, cotton sticks, ear sticks, like these things, for keeping things like that in them. I still can't think of what they're called. Anyway, I then have my Jack and Sally skulls and some lovely empty bottles of rum, which we will ignore. This one is meant to be Jack. I don't know how well you can see it. It didn't turn out as good as I'd hoped, but at least I did it. But that one's Jack and Sally. I have this weird fork hook that I'm yet to put on anything. This was my first actual taxidermy piece I got. Unfortunately, it has broken. It got dropped, which is really sad because it kind of smashed a bit, but it is a bat skeleton. I absolutely love that one. Right at the back, actually, I have my stone with my eye in it. Everyone who has ever watched my candle, I did like a pyro candle video like ages ago, which was, oh well, it's literally right here, this candle here. This stone was sitting in the background and everyone's like, what is that? Because it's literally a stone with a zip and an eye in it. Like, it's probably one of the strangest things I own. But I got it from a garden centre. Everyone's like, where'd you get it? It's just from a garden centre. I know that they do have a few actually on Amazon and things. I have seen them for sale elsewhere. But it's one of those things that I bought on a bit of a whim. I think it cost me like £10. And everyone, it's just such a conversation starter, and everyone's so interested about it. And yeah, I do really like it. I just don't have very many places to put it, so I just put it on my bottom shelf. I have my little zombie thing hand. Right at the back, not that you can really see, is a picture of my class last year. I then, after my original Jack that is above smashed, I got this one, which is a slightly different, take everything off again, slightly different material. It has a different expression and it has a little pumpkin at the top. I think this is so cute. At the moment I'm just storing bones and creepy things in there, but I got him as a backup because I thought my other one was so smashed that it couldn't be repaired. But I used the money that I got refunded for the smashed one to buy that one, and then my smashed one got fixed, so I ended up with two. And luckily they have different facial expressions, kind of like the bottom one looks more angry. So yeah, I've got two of those, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them. I then have my candle. I ended up throwing away a lot of the wax that came off of it, but I just think it's such a cool little piece. And I mean, you have to be relatively fragile with it, but it can withstand quite a lot, so it's fine. And then that's pretty much everything that I have on my shelves. I've got my little gnome here, and to the side of it, let's move those again. To the side of it, I have my cat's like bed that he has slept in all of one time, which is great. And then my little Christmas tree there. And then you can probably sort of gather where I am, where this is kind of situated, and that's the window that you can sort of see in the background when I'm filming. So that was my strange, I'm going to call them oddity shelves, but just strange collective shelves. As you can see, they're very full. There's lots of things on them, but everything is special to me, and I have kept everything on them for a reason. I don't just put any old stuff on these shelves. These shelves are just the one place in my room where I keep the extra special stuff. I mean, everything I own is special, but this is just the one place in my room where I can put things and know they'll stay safe. I can keep my crystals here and know no one's going to mess around with them. Keep my book of shadows, no one's going to flick through it and look through it. It's just a safe place for me to keep all the things that I love. I also have my sink like right next to it. If I am like brushing my teeth or doing stuff at the sink area, I can just like be like, oh, brushing my teeth, and then look over and see all my favourite things. I hope that your November is still spooky. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!